We're in Tacoma. We're shooting one of a kind condos you will never see again. I'm not even kidding. I'm not over exaggerating. This condo has a 180-degree view of the Sound, Mount Rainier, and more. I'm telling you, this comes up like once in a lifetime. I can't wait to show it to you guys. We're with cameras, drones. It's still cold outside. Don't let the weather fool you. Come on, let's take a look at it. So this is a very interesting property because of the way it's situated. There's some trees. There's a lot of distractions, but it's hard to always focus on the mountain. We were waiting a week and a half for this shoot because of the weather. A couple times it was sunny, but it was cloudy. You couldn't see Mount Rainier, or there's like a giant cloud right in front of Mount Rainier. Right now it's 99% clear. There's one little cloud on the left side. You'll probably see it in the drone, but it's phenomenal. This is the $1 million shot. This is what they pay me for, like these shots right here. And you can't Photoshop in video. Well, I mean, you can if you're Hollywood, but in real estate, that's kind of a problem. Oh, and my battery's low, so there's that sound. We'll fly back. All right, let's talk lenses. Okay, we're shooting with a lot of stuff today. 16-35 is pretty much my go-to. If you're out there trying to get into real estate, buy yourself a really nice quality L series 16-35mm lens. If you're a Sony guy, Sony gal, I'm gonna hate on you. I'm not a Sony person, but Sony cameras are really nice too. Get a 15 to whatever, but that 16 is perfect. I've tried the 14mm. Man, there's not a lot of case use scenarios for that lens. 16 is perfect without making it look weird. So you don't want to lie in real estate. You want to make it look like it actually is. Then, I mean, you go to 24-70. 24-70 is a beautiful lens. I do a lot of my portrait work with this lens, my detail shots with this lens. I'll show you in the video some of the shots I'm gonna take here with this. 50 is it's an interesting animal. 50 is like your Gucci lens, okay? 50 is not something you shoot all the time with. It's something like, for example, you want to shoot from right here. You have this chair and you have a dining table over there, and you want to show it off. Like, you want a foreground, but you want detail, low light. This is the lens. I only recently got this lens, so it took me 10 years of my career to get this lens. Not necessarily because I couldn't afford it, but because I didn't really understand the power of this lens. Nifty 50, can't go wrong. And of course, I call it the wedding lens only because every wedding videographer has one of these. 70-200, so pretty much you have everything between 16 and 200 and high quality lenses, which is great. This is my Gucci lens for my detail shots, especially with Mount Rainier. Seeing the mountain right through the windows, really going in deep here, for example, right around this corner, and hitting that sofa area would be prime with this lens. We're gonna do that. Photos, video, you name it. And that's why I got my video set up here today. So, which maybe I'll talk about in a different video. Nothing crazy, just a little run and gun video setup. So can't wait to show it to you guys. So I'll give you guys a little tutorial. As we're shooting this, I wanna show you guys the place, obviously, because I love to show these one-of-a-kind homes. That's what you'll see a lot on the channel. But I also want you to learn if you're trying to get into it. I love sharing what I know and what I've learned over the years. I'm not perfect, but man, I think I'm pretty good. So I'm gonna show you guys what I do with entries. We got an entry right here. I mean, you can shoot it straight forward and you're fine, sure, but it's asking for a vertical. 90% of you out there are scared of verticals for whatever stupid reason. Verticals are amazing. I use verticals all the time. 20% of my photos to deliver to my clients are always verticals. They're just beautiful. I'm gonna shoot this right here. And I think it's gonna be amazing because take a look up. You have vaulted ceilings with skylights. I mean, you can't get that in a horizontal. And the finished product is just, yeah, that's gold. I don't know if you can see that, but you'll probably see it in the video. We'll drop it in. All right, so we're shooting the living space area. This is gonna be your main first shot after the door. And we're gonna shoot from right here. We're gonna shoot from right here because it's gonna show them the most. And you're like, Yara, why aren't you using a tripod? Because a tripod, you can't use this shot from right here. I love not using tripods. I think photos are better. I think overall it's a better experience. And boom, money. Yeah, I'll forget lens caps on my lenses, okay? I've been doing this a long time, but you always forget that lens cap. Okay, so when we're talking about framing, you want them to know you're shooting this from inside, not from outside, because I can give you guys beautiful drone shots. No one cares because they want the view. They don't want the view from a mile up. So I love to frame things from just right over from windows like this, showing them where we are, and you're gonna see them in this video. I got multiple shots of that because I want them to know that we're inside. And yes, I'm zoomed in a little bit because I want them to see the detail of the mountain. Really, you look at this from right here, it's a great view. It's a big mountain. It's right in your face. You do this with a 1635, makes it look small. So all about the tools you use. I'm just gonna do my corners, you know. I'm gonna do my corners because that's like your main shots. Yep, just right there. And then each of the corners and then detail shots. Thing is, do you want to make it look small or do you want to look big? Bigger is not always better, especially in real estate. With this shot, if I went at my 16 millimeter, it would make it look too small, even though it's a pretty good size, decent size area. But we'll do a detail shot of just the dining area. We got our shot here right around 20 millimeters. Like I want to show this off, but in this shot, if I go too wide, I'm getting the entryway again, and I don't want that. So I'm actually gonna just zoom in a little bit. Boom. I'm gonna do a detail shot from over there, showing the breakfast nook area. A shot from right here. Wow. This is one of those use case scenarios you wouldn't use this for this, because even at right here, this is actually perfect. But in most homes, this is way too far back. But for this home, yeah. Just gonna do an opposite corner. I don't like the way it looks. I don't like how that looks at all. I'm actually gonna do a vertical this way. I want them to see the KitchenAid oven. I want them to see that. Yeah, I think this is as good as it's gonna get. Sometimes I like to show this off. I'll do a detail shot. So what I'll do is like, I'll bring out these doors. I'll make sure they're even. And I'll shoot right from right here. Actually, I'm not gonna shoot this with the 1635. I'm gonna shoot this with the, I'm gonna shoot this with a different lens because I wanna include this. So that's a detail shot, we'll come back for it. Had a little bit of a hard time finding the light switch. I mean, it is there. And if you look in there, there's actually a timer in there too. There ain't no way you can get to a timer. Oh! Hold up. Life hacks, guys. Life hacks. If you ever need this, you're welcome. You're welcome. This is how you. Boom. Yeah. So this is a little bit it's not updated. Besides there's a microwave in here. So guys, some of these washers and dryers, they take a minute because they're old. And while you're waiting, you just put a hot pocket into the microwave and you just snack while you're here, and if you get dirty, just the washer's right there. So life hack number 2. I changed my mind, guys. This is not a $1.5 million condo anymore because the bathroom's not updated. I was really hoping that the bathroom was updated, but it's not. But hey, this does give you some creative input on making it your own, and at least the light switches aren't covered. So it's a good start. Do that here. So like usually, like you'll have both this corner and opposite corner. I'm not gonna do that here because I wanna show them more. I wanna show them that balcony again and where this master leads out to. That corner will show the living room, but this corner shows the windows of that view. I want them to know how close they are to that. Otherwise, nothing wrong with getting that corner. It looks good as well. It shows you the bathroom. But hey, the bathroom's nothing to be surprised or happy about, so. They are very small doors. I don't know. probably 2 shots here. Main one, and then the shower. I don't know. It's difficult. Come on in there, take a look inside. Nothing too crazy, but it is pretty narrow, and that makes it tough. Especially this door here. Didn't see that. Tip number 3. But like this is, you know, it just is what it is. I like to keep them open a little bit. We'll do our best. Wow. This is a magazine shot, kid you not. I'm gonna tag Tacoma. This better make it. If it doesn't make it. How does the system work? Okay, you guys want, this could be a whole separate video, but I'll shortly go over my setup for those people who are trying to get into videography. This is my setup. I forget what this is called, but it's pretty much an adapter that gets rid of your handle and provides you a way to then power using a battery. This whole thing is powered by one battery, so I don't have to worry about changing batteries all the time, especially when you do long shoots like 4-hour shoots, music videos and whatnot. You need a battery or 2. So this is pretty much my basic setup. I mean, I kind of do whatever I want with this. It's pretty sick. I can get low, I can go sideways, I can change out the plate here, and I can shoot vertical for my reels. I can do a lot. And so this is just pretty much my run and gun setup. And because I'm old, or so some people say, I like to have a little bit of extra support, especially when I have a very heavy setup and I have my monitor, I have my mics, I have my camera with another better lens, and I also want to free up my hands. I like to direct a lot when I shoot, so like when I'm speaking, I don't have to go put this down on the floor. I just go, put it down, hey, move this, that, boom. That's pretty much my run and gun setup. If you're interested in learning more about the setup, subscribe, follow, and DM me. I'll share my deets on this thing. So, yep. Say I want to show them the dining room table, but I want them to, you know, I want to story tell a little bit. I come around something, you know. Or I come around, I put a different lens on, and I come around something else. Or I come around this wall. Then I'm gonna do one more, kind of just going forward. Then I'm gonna get creative and do a little bit more of a I know it's been a little short minute since you saw a highlight video, but I hope you enjoyed this one. Many more to come. Follow the Instagram at Yarrow Spring Glory. Follow and subscribe on the YouTube. Drop a comment. Tell me what you want to see more or less of, and we'll try to get it to you on the next video. Until then.